chapter 1, verses 11 and 12. Let me share the screen. कर्माणि पुण्यनिवहानि सुमङ्गलानि गायज्जगत्कलिमलापहाराणि कृत्वा कलात्मना निवसतां यदुदेवगेहे पिण्डारकं समागमं मुनयो निसृष्टः विश्वामित्रो असितः कण्वो दुर्वासा भृगुर्अङ्गीरः कश्यपो वामदेवो अत्रेर्वसिष्ठो नारदायः. Go through the translation. The sages Vishwamitra, Asita, Kanva, Durvasa, Bhrugu, Angira, Kashyapa, Vamadeva, Atri, and Vasishtha, along with Narada and others, once performed fruitive rituals that award abundant pious results, bring great happiness, and take away the sins of Kali Yuga for the whole world by merely being recounted. The sages duly executed these rituals in the home of the chief of the Yadus, Vasudeva, the father of Lord Krishna. After Lord Krishna, who was staying in Vasudeva's house as time personified, respectfully sent the sages off at the conclusion of the ceremony. They went to the holy place called Pindaraka, purport by disciples of Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, Sukadeva Goswami begins to narrate the story of the Brahminical curse that arose against the Edu dynasty by the Lord's desire. According to Sridhar Swami, certain religious rituals such as Aswamedha Yagna generate pious reactions. On the other hand, activities such as caring for one's children give immediate pleasure in the present only, whereas rituals performed as atonement take away sinful reactions. But the religious activities mentioned in verse 11, which are indicated by the words karmani punya nivahani sumangalani gayash jagat kali malapaharani, were pious in all respects. They produced abundant pious results and great joy and were so potent that merely glorifying these rituals relieves one from all the sinful reactions of Kali Yuga. The sages called to Vasudeva's home to perform such auspicious religious activities were satisfied with proper gifts and then sent by Krishna to Pindaraka, a nearby holy place situated about 2 miles from the Arabian Sea on the coast of Gujarat. Its current name is still Pindaraka. Significantly, Lord Krishna is mentioned here as Kalatmana, the form of time, of the super soul in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead reveals himself to Arjuna as time personified, appearing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra to destroy all the kings and armies who constitute a burden to the earth. Similarly, Kalatmana Nivasata Yedudevagehe, Krishna was staying in the home of his father Vasudeva as time personified, thus indicating that time was approaching for the destruction of his own dynasty according to his desire. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So this was actually mentioning Kali Malapaharani. So we just heard from Adipurusha Prabhu the beautiful glorification of the Lord and beautiful glorification of the Prabhupada and beautiful glorification of Lord Nrsimha. So I'll also take blessings to give so that I can speak nicely. So far what happened is we finished Canto 10 and we are here in Canto 11 where Lord wanted to take away the remaining Edu dynasty also from the earthly planet. So he orchestrated some pastime so that Edu dynasty also goes away. He also wants to take away his devotees from this planet. So Lord, here some interesting factors are mentioned. Lord is staying as Kalatmana. Like we heard about Paramatma. So like here, like it's mentioned as Kalatma. So Kalatma is like one of the feature of the super soul that is situated in everybody's hearts. So Lord is situated in everybody's heart as super soul, as Paramatma, and also as Kalatma, as a time personified. So here it is mentioned like he's situated, he's there in the home of Vasudeva as Kalatma. Similarly, Lord is situated in our hearts also as Kalatma and as a super soul. So I want to ask one question to every one of you, like, what is the most wonderful thing in this world? That anybody can answer, what is the most wonderful thing in this world?
Everybody thinks they are permanent.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, Yamadharmaraj asks Yudhishthira, King Yudhishthira, that what is the most wonderful thing in this world? So, ahani ahani bhutani gachanti Yamalayam. This is our favorite subject. Everybody goes to Yamalaya. Sheshaha stavaram ichanti, but the people who remaining are they want to establish the permanent place over here. Kim acharyam ataha paraha. So, what is the most one? What is that thing that is wonderful than this? There is nothing. That's what Yudhishthira says. So, even like the Lord's devotees also here, they are actually always observed in Lord's pastimes, and for them also, this world is temporary. What to speak of conditioned souls like us, who are trying to get a little bit devotion by praying to Radha Murlidhar. But these devotees that they are actually staying with Krishna, they are actually relishing Krishna's pastimes. For them also, it's like the material world is temporary. So dukkhalayam asashvatam. So Krishna has six opulences, and the devotees that are living with Krishna, Edu dynasty, they are also having all those opulences, and but Krishna is living as Kalatma in the house of Vasudev. So his will is to relieve the burden, even from Edu dynasty. So but the internal desire is actually he wants to take his devotees with him. So that's the internal, but externally it looks like he wants to relieve the burden from the earthly planet. So for that he needs to manifest a leela, and he arranges actually the all these sages to come to Vasudev's home, like Vishwamitra, Asita, Kanva, Durvasa, Bhrugur, Angira, Kashyapo, Vamadeva, Atri, Vasishta, Narada. So all these rishis came there, and like they're performing yajna. So that yajna is mentioned as Kalimalapahara. So that yajna that takes out the sins of the Kali Yuga. So similarly, the yajna that we do every day, like in our homes, or the chanting that we do with the devotees association, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that's also Kalimalabhara. So they are also doing that Yagna Kalimalapahara to destroy the sins. So, but they eventually get cursed by the same rishis that the yagna was performed. So the same rishis Vishwamitra, Asita, Kanva, like they all went to Pindaraka, and the small young boys like from Edu dynasty, like anyway, those verses come later. So they were being cursed by the same rishis, and that like they cursed like the whole Edu dynasty would get destroyed, because that's the will of the Lord. So there is nothing wrong in it. But Krishna can protect even from that curse also. So if you see like the history. Krishna even protected not only Brahmana's curse, but he even protected Brahmastra also. So if you see like Ambrish Maharaj and then Durvas Maharshi. So that episode, like where Durvas Maharshi actually gets angry on Ambarish, King Ambarish, that he drank water before he comes to take food. So he actually releases a fiery demon. So, but Lord Vishnu protected by immediately releasing the Sudarshan Chakra. So he actually burnt the fiery demon to the ashes. So the similar episode is there, and similar episode is there for even when Ashwadhama releases the Brahmastra. Um, he protected Uttara's son Parikshit also. So Lord can protect. Like when Lord is willing, He can protect. But when Lord's desire is to take away, nobody can protect. So it's like that. So so if one is aligned to Lord's will, then lot of magic happens. So, but most of us actually like are not aligned with Lord's will. That's the reason like we suffer actually. But if you see Prabhupada life, actually he aligned perfectly with Lord's will. So he came just here like with 40 rupees, but he he doesn't know, like when he came here, he doesn't know whether to go left, whether to turn left, whether to turn right. But he established the greatest moment of Krishna consciousness. So he spread the holy name throughout the world. So that magic happens. Krishna is a great magician. Like yesterday, Nityananda Charan Prabhu was giving like how Krishna is a great magician, and like even one magician came and uh, showed the his majestic skills. He took away like all the king's appliances, but still like later on, the daughter came back and gave all the appliances, gave back to the king. So similarly, Krishna is covered by his Maya. So Kunti Maharani prays, Maya Javanikachannam Agna Adokshajam Abhayam Nalakshase Muda Drusha Nato Natyadara Yada. So Krishna covers all of us with the curtain of Maya. So, and is not visible to the mudas. Nalakshase muda drusha, nato natyadhareda. So, for that, what to do? How to get rid of Maya, right? So, yeah, this is being the Damodara month. So, in Damodara Satyavrata Muni prays that నమోదైవ దామోదర అనంత విష్ణు ప్రసీద ప్రభో దుఃఖ జలాబ్ధిమాగ్నం కృపాదృష్టి వ్రీష్యతి దీనం బతాను. So he prays that he calls out the names Namo Deva Damodara. So he calls the names of the Lord. So like that, we also need to call out the names of the Lord. Then Agna Adokshajam Avya. So, but Kunti Maharani says like Krishna can't be seen by the people who are in ignorance. But here Satyavrata Muni says that even the ignorant can see the Lord or can experience the Lord when you call out the names of the Lord. So that's how like we need to pray to the Lord like a baby crying for the mom. So then we can experience the Lord's mercy. So and he also prays that Kuveratmajo Baddha Murteva Yadva Tvaya Moshito Bhakti. So he prays that like the Nalakuvera were born as trees in your courtyard, and you took away all their karma by forcefully pulling. So like that, you also pull us from this material ocean of miseries. So then he prays that Namaste Sudamne Sporadipti Damne Viswasya Damno. So he prays that like to the Lord's the binding rope, that saying that, oh Lord, like please give me your mercy. Like I would always want to pray the rope that is binding you. So even though Krishna is bounded by the rope, but Krishna delivers us. But we are bounded by the Maya, but we can't deliver, like, because we are conditioned souls. But even Krishna is bounded by the rope. He delivered Nalakuvera. So in this way, here like all the rishis assembled here, they actually performed the yagna for relieving the Kali Malapahara. So for relieving the sins of Kali, but still the same rishis cursed the entire Edu dynasty. So one has to align with the Lord's will, then everything will be auspicious. So but when you are not aligned with the Lord's will, then all the like then it will be like the path would be like the is not going to be that easy. Like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So यत्र यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्ण यत्र पादा धनंजय तत्र श्रीर विजयोर bhutir nitirmatirmam. So wherever there is Krishna, wherever there is Pada, there all the appliances, all the dharma, all the Vijaya, all the victory, everything will be there. But if Krishna is not there, then then it's very difficult to um, very difficult to cross this material needs and stuff. So there is a verse like in Bhagavatam that says that kurvanti bhavabdim govasa padam. So for the people who surrender to Krishna, Krishna makes the this whole material ocean into a small hoop print that the hoop print of the water that is the size of the calf. So then we can easily cross over that material ocean of the miseries. So that in that way, like we need to take shelter of the Lord and pray to the Lord for His mercy by chanting Lord's names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's what yeah, I'm going to conclude with that. Like if you have any reflections or any questions, yeah, I'm willing to take.
Perfect class, perfect conclusion. Pray to Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, engage in devotional service. Krishna Daya Prabhu has his hand up. Or maybe it's a Dokshaja. We don't know.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranams. Thank you for the nice class. So you were saying about the Kalimala Paharana Yajna, so which the sages performed. So how do we understand this? Immediately after the yajna, not so far like the Yadus disrespected the sages. So and then the yajna is performed by very great stalwart sages. So how do we understand this in presence of Lord? So can you please share?
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. So yeah, so that's why like this we need to understand the Tukkalaya Masachuttam, as I mentioned. Like we need to understand like this world is temporary. So and the Lord's will is like to take away Edu dynasty, and the same rishis that performed the yajna, that they became the cause for the destruction of the Edu dynasty. So 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 actually externally that looks like that. Actually externally it looks like that he took away the whole Edu dynasty, like by like they fighted among themselves, right? But actually they already left to the spiritual world. So it's actually even if you see the Krishna's episode also, Krishna was killed by the hunter. So, but actually Krishna already left from that world actually. So it's actually like it's only the as I mentioned like. Kunti Maharani prays Maya Javanika Achanam Agna Adoksha Jamayam Nalaksha Se Mudadrusha Nato Natyada. So Lord is covered by the curtain of Maya. So we can't understand with just literally by looking at those pastimes, we need to actually see with the eyes filled with anointed with love. So then we can understand the pastimes of the Lord. Yeah, that's what I can give the explanation for that. Yeah, if anybody wants to share their realizations, they can.
Sure. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. 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 We need to see from a greater picture. Yeah. We may not be able to immediately correlate on those two, but yeah, that's Lord's desire. Yeah.
Yeah, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Hridayesha Vilokana. So one has to see with the eyes anointed with love, then we can understand. But internally, like Lord already took, they already went to the spiritual world. Like it's only like for the people like who are like Mayavadis and like all that people like the illusion was created that this like Krishna actually was Krishna's body was left in this material world, and then Yadu dynasty was like fighting themselves, and they killed each other, and then even like the the queens of Krishna from Dwarka like were kidnapped by somebody, right? But they were already left actually from the planet actually before all this happened actually.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah.
I think it's mentioned in Padma Purana. I think I heard like so in Padma Purana it mentioned that all the queens of Dwarka they already left to the spiritual world before even that happened actually.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other questions or any other reflections? Let me see if I have anything else to share. Where is Adipurusha Prabhu?
Hare
Bhima
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Welcome, welcome. You have a beautiful smile because you've been raised with love, you know. I remember in the Brahmachari ashram, there was a picture of Srila Prabhupada. It was a painting. And coming to Krishna consciousness is radical, you know, moving into the temple and, you know, everything is changed. And it's awkward. There's a stage of like, you know, where the fan is spinning, even though it's been unplugged. There's troublesome things in the heart. There's attachments and distractions and desire that are still, you know, burning. And I would look at that picture because it was in the prasadam room, and I would think, is he happy? I found myself asking, like, you know, if I practice Krishna consciousness, if I become like Srila Prabhupada, will I be satisfied? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And because you want to know, you need the confidence to keep going and not step back from the austerities and the, you know, the renunciation and the tapasya involved with service. So I would really, since we take prasadam every day, we're at breakfast every day, since I look at that picture every day, I would ask the same question. Prabhupada, are you happy? Are you actually happy? Because Prabhupada would sometimes appear very grave. And you know, it's not the ordinary like kind of happiness that a person in material indulgence shows. And lately, it seems like again and again and again, Krishna's splashing at me these verses: chant Hare Krishna and be happy. By regular attendance in the Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotee, everything that is troublesome to the heart will be practically destroyed. All these Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma, a person on the spiritual platform there's no hankering, no limitation, So when we see people giving class or we see devotees, that's what is very remarkable, that we see this steady, solid, deep, genuine satisfaction based on conviction, right? Ahitukiya pratiyata. Only by unceasing, unmotivated devotional service to Krishna, this is the only way to be satisfied. These last four verses, they're kind of splashing, Krishna's splashing them at me. Remember this, this works. They have this 12-step meeting. Radhanath Swami is very much appreciating them. And I've attended them just to see what it's like. There's no possibility that system could have evolved without Krishna's hand in there. And they say at the end, they hold hands and they say, it works if you work it, so work it, you're worth it. Keep coming back.
Yeah.
Vaisheshekha Bose, many times in his class, he says, just keep going. Do not hesitate. Do not fear, right? Surrender to Krishna, Masochiti in the country. Surrender to Krishna, Masuchaha. Do not hesitate. Do not fear. This is genuine. This works. You can do it. Krishna will help you. And Madan Gopal recently said, and I've repeated this like about 6 times in class, because it's so clear and profound. He says, if even once in your life, if even once, even casually, you say to Krishna, Krishna, I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm available for you. Then Krishna will step into your life and take you from whatever platform you're at, gradually give you the learning experiences, the association, and the intelligence, how to come to me. Krishna will bring us home. So if we just say that once, Krishna, I'm yours, and then even though we might be a work in progress, sometimes they criticize the devotees because they're still imperfections. And Prabhupada said, this person is in the shower. He has this soap. He's scrubbing. And what does it say? Even if one is engaged in the most abominable activity, if he's engaged in devotional service, he should be considered saintly. He's in the shower. Very soon he will become righteous. What's the Sanskrit for that?
Shipram bhavati dharmatma
Yeah.
shashvashanti negachati.
Yes. Right. Go on.
Yeah.
Don't doubt. Don't hesitate.
Kaunte pratijanati namim.
Yeah.
Bhakta pranishit.
So I'm just saying, for some reason, like just now, without even thinking about it, I was able to recall 5, 6, 7 references to the fact that everything that is troublesome to the heart will be practically destroyed if you take to this process. There's nothing lacking. Krishna knows what he's doing. In the Bible, there's one quote that says, do not doubt that he will complete the good work he's begun in you, right?
Yeah.
Even if I'm not complete, I'm on my way, and I will not stop clinging to this rock, no matter what the storm throws at us. Right? Somebody else is trying to speak. I've been talking too long. Sorry. Hare Krishna. I'll go to Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. I heard a girl's voice. No?
Sorry, it was me. Sorry.
Don't apologize. We'd like to hear from you. Ananda Vihara was saying recently that Prabhupada was at one GBC meeting, and devotees were, expressing their concern. Oh, this is going on here, and that's going on there, and this one is not doing what he should, and that one's doing what he shouldn't. And Prabhupada just burst out and said, all of you are whining. I'm the only one speaking with the confidence of the fact that Krishna is real, devotional service is available, and we're supposed to glorify Krishna. How wonderful is Krishna? Because if we're complaining about anything, we're complaining about Krishna.
Crazy.
Isn't it? What's that? What did who say?
Somebody said crazy, I think.
No. I was on the phone chastising somebody for no good reason.
No,
I'm sorry.
Krishna
I'm gonna
Rain
go
said,
back. I'm
I'm
sorry.
crazy. You thank you for chat.
I am the crazy here. Yes, I'm sorry.
Anyway, we can be confident that there may be many problems, but the solution is available. And it says that if you're um, hesitating and doubting, then you'll see in that person's demeanor, in his voice, in his uh, uh, what he's saying, that he has not quite awakened up yet. And the father, Prabhupada said, the father is standing there and the child is dreaming he's being chased by a tiger. And in his dream, he's, oh. And Prabhupada, no, listen, wake up. It's okay. You're here. You're safe. Your father is here. That what you're thinking about, Dhanadhamar says that thing about how there are no problems. We invent them, right? And Vaisheshekha Babu says that thing. If we don't hear sufficiently from scripture, we'll begin to imagine injustices. You ever hear that? Isn't that cool? If we don't have to, we'll begin, and that's what I do all the time. My mind creates problems that don't exist, complains about stuff that is just really, what is it? What does Krishna say to Arjuna? Arjuna, you're speaking wise words, but you're mourning for what's not worthy of grief. Don't be ridiculous. Everything's cool. Everything's good. I know what I'm doing. If you come with me, you'll be safe. I'm sorry I'm talking so long, but all these things are like pouring out. I prayed to Prabhupada. I was listening to your class and I was looking at Srila Prabhupada and the other thing. Prabhupada, I don't know what to say. I'd like to contribute to the class. Please show me if you want something to say. And all this stuff, I didn't write this down or plan this, but look at all these things, these quotes that just come one after the other, validating the fact that relax, everything's okay. Even though the kitten is be carried by the mother cat by the scruff of the neck and has no control or no idea where the kitten is relaxed, saying, my mother knows what she's doing. So Krishna's carrying us through these experiences perfectly, and we don't have to worry.
You're also carrying Krishna with you always.
Just repeating
Santa
Prabhupada.
Sadeva Hridaya
I didn't know what to
Shivilokayanti.
say. I prayed to Prabhupada what to say. So at the end we say, all glory to Prabhupada. It's not coming from me. May Krishna continue to bless you with pure devotional service. Someone sneezing there on the altar. Okay, all glories to Prabhupada. Let me be quiet and see if anybody else is being moved to contribute.
Mike is moving. Are you moved to contribute or are you just moving?
Hare Krishna. Good morning, everyone. What was the conclusion to the story, Adi? Was the picture of Prabhupada happy?
I was thinking, is he happy? Is he happy? Is he happy? If I stay with this Krishna consciousness movement, will I be happy? But it's been 52 years. I guess I'm still staying with it. I guess Prabhupada gave me confidence to keep going, even though I'm fumbling along, imperfectly. I'm doing my humble best. So is Prabhupada happy? What do you think?
Yes, and he spreads it to all of us.
Yeah, he's sharing it. And we're meant to remind people, don't worry, do not hesitate, do not fear. There's thousands of years of Chinese philosophy summed up in 2 words. No problem. We imagine injustices. I'm grappling with this every day. I really have to hear this stuff. It says if we don't hear it, we'll fall back asleep into the bad dream, to the nightmare. Ridiculous imagination, imagining injustices, imagining that, Nobody loves me, I'm going to go out and eat worms. You ever hear that? Nobody loves me, I'm going to go out and eat worms. Some people, that's what they say all day long. It's incredible. And I'm tempted to follow in that sampradaya. So I'm just hanging on to the devotees and hanging on to hear from Prabhupada every day. So I get a ray of sanity. Thank you very much, Prabhu. You are also exhibiting faith, confidence, and perseverance in devotional service because of your good heart. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Pray for us, Prabhu.
And one devotee once said, it's all about who you're trying to please.
Mm-mm.
It all boils down to that. Are you trying to please your employer? Are you trying to please your uncontrolled senses? Are you trying to please public opinion? To please Srila Prabhupada, Guru Parampara? We're here to work cooperatively with other devotees. And that's where our validation is coming from the quality of our service and our surrender. I'm hungry, and therefore I'm so poetic.
You're hungry for devotion, right?
Hungry
For
for
Krishna.
association. Yes, hungry for kirtan, association.
Your
with the
spiritual
devotees.
master is making into a jewel.
Yeah.
No question.
He says, if you are an orange and you're pressured, then you produce nice orange juice that is offerable to Krishna. But if you're an onion and if you're pressured, then all this stinky substance comes out. So let's make sure that our substance is orange and not onion. So that when pressure comes, we produce juice. If you try to pressure Adipusha Prabhu, you'll get nectar. He'll tell you, don't worry, this is coming from Krishna. Worrying is sense gratification, he says to me, because I do all the worrying in our little group. But if you pressure Adipusha Prabhu, you'll get nectar. Thank you, Adipusha Prabhu.
All glories to Prabhupada. And Dhanadamar says that thing, worry is not necessary. And he says, worry is ridiculous. And he says, worry is insanity. And he says, worry is sinful. And his worry is offensive to Krishna because you think Krishna doesn't know what he's doing. We have legitimate concerns, but not worry. Worry is indulging in, hopelessness, which is silly, ridiculous, insane, sinful. Prabhupada, please keep us close by hearing from people with faith and confidence and that are above the modes of material nature. Why not? Oh, Hare Krishna. Two wonderful saints just walked into the room here.
Can we see them?
Yes.
Can you zoom in on them? I see Arjuna Prabhu.
Help me, please. Help me. Yeah, you guys zoom in on them. There we go. You're zoomed.
Shri Charan, Hari Krishna.
Look at that smile. My goodness.
Yeah.
We were just talking about you all through class.
Arjuna Prabhu ki jai. Thank you, Bhakti Center Temple Room, Jambavan.
Shri Guru Chara We'll switch this up.
Okay, we're switching to the afterglow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, welcome to the afterglow. Hari Charan Prabhu, you have a few minutes? Thank you. Would anyone like to ask a question or share a reflection? Krishna Kumari, how are you doing, Krishna Kumari? Please, we need something encouraging. It's raining, it's a Monday. Please, Krishna Kumari.
Well, encouraging. Actually, everything's perfect. Everything's just perfect. There's so much Krishna wisdom, Krishna miracles that come every moment. I had some Kartik miracles. Yes, somebody reached out. I put looking for community hours for someone to help train Madhu, and a junior that wants to be a veterinarian signed up. So we have him, and then somebody else called from a post at a local farm. So I now have a little bit more of an ox team, an ox training team. So I'm feeling inspired for sure. I got to go to Costa Rica with Diana and Vera 2 weeks ago, and that was amazing. I got to slow down and really be in the rainforest and hear all the sounds. Monkeys, they don't sound like ooh, ooh, ah, ah. They're like, they sound like roaring. And I got to get in the ocean and heal. And, this was all a Krishna miracle for sure, because my daughter surprised me and bought me a ticket. She paid for the whole thing. She's 20 years old, so that's pretty amazing. And just everything's working out so nicely. Very nicely, yeah. I'm feeling so blessed. And I actually got kicked off this call, and then I was writing to Min how to get back on. But then I sent myself something. Anyway, I have my own weird hangups with computer technology, but I got to hear the verse and the class, and then I got kicked off, but now I'm back. And I really love you guys, and I love the afterglow. I love the honesty. And I thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Krishna Kumari. That was very uplifting. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we're ready for Devaki Priti's recitation of the Maha Mantra, which will conclude our offering for today. Devaki Priti, please.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, devotees.
Sweet. Thank you, Devaki Priti. Thank you, Hari Charan Prabhu. Thanks, all the
Thank you
devotees
very
in
much
this
for
call.
today. Hare Krishna.
We love you. We need you. You are our lifeline.